We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing right away is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's Daniels. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Levis now off of play action. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that 1st touchdown given up.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Levis. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Giants at 2-4 here in the 1st half of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Now it's Tracy. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Chris Olave there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tracy going to get it on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Play action now. Levis.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Levis sets up to throw here.
That's to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Like 46, like 46.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
They'll go again with Tracy.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hey, mayday. Mike 0, Mike 6, 54 in, what? 22 window.
Williams, the man in motion left.
Now Levis.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 17 yards and a giant first down.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Chris Olave
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
To the air goes Daniels.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Daniels going to throw for it.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Levis to throw off play action. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
22 window, 22 window.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Levis to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. To throw is Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Like 5-4. Like 24 Linda. Back 20 Rita.
In motion left comes Williams.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 22 Linda. 22 Linda.
Here's Levis.
Flush to his right. Keeps himself upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
But he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
22 Rita. 0-0.
Running left is Tracy. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Right back to Tracy.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
5 catches for him in that 1st half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
49, Mike 49.
On to give, it's Tracy.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Off the play fake, Levis.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
At the 6-yard line.
Levis back to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors
from 6 yards away.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Here's Daniels. To the right side and caught by Senate.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to throw. Daniels.
To the sideline and incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with...
And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's second and 3. Levis now off of play action. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's good for a Giants. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Levis looking to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
And Levis going back to the air. A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Levis sets up to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the run is Tracy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Hunter Renfrow, 51 yards.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is down to 20.
Next to score, Giants 34, Commanders 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now Daniels.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Eckler now between the tackles. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And it'll be a turnover on downs.
40 Rita. 29 down, 22 Rita.
Now Levis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Mike 13, Mike 13. Tracy.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll throw it again with Levis. Complete to Olave on the out route.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This 2nd and 4. Levis to throw it.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
On the ground, here comes Tracy.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
2nd down and goal.
Levis.
Touchdown!
Malik Neighbors.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw is Daniels.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler.
Down the right sideline.
And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 21-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And now here's another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And they'll run it here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Open man down the field. It's a tight end Sinnott. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Now a 2nd and 10.
They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Steps away to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Daniels looking to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. On 4th down, here's Daniels.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. And 24 Linda, back to the team green.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
20 Rita.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard
Zero.
line.
Zero. Hey, mayday, mayday, mayday.
Here's Levis.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now here is another interception.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Like 49.
36-yard line.
Yield.
Levis back to throw. Olave over the middle.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
49, Mike 49. Diamond.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Oh, look at this play call. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while